go. Crash and flow.
You got into Irish hip hop. It's you know what? We here at Crash and Flow,
Yeah.
we support the Irish.
Dude, the Irish.
Because the Irish support the Palestinians like they're brothers,
They do.
like family.
Violently. I'm like, you guys are rioting? All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you guys drunk? They're like, we might be drunk. Right? You can't understand anything they're saying. We might be drunk, right? We Palestina. They're just yelling shit.
I love it, man. I love
thought
it.
they had that many Muslims. I'm like, no, these are all just redheads.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, they got it in the bars. Ever since that Sultan sent the
I don't know if it's is it the Sultan?
the Caliphate.
No, I don't think it has. I don't know if I think the British have more to do with it than the Khalifa.
No, the Khalifa sending the boat.
I think it still has to do with the British oppressing them for a few hundred years.
Oh, and then they just don't like to see someone else get oppressed.
The British did the same thing here. They were like, "Oh, we colonized this land. We're just gonna give this away."
Right.
I think it's that for the Irish and Scottish, but you know, it's probably a mix. But the British really.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But I started listening to also Irish hip hop. Super hard. If you like beats,
Yeah.
you're at the right place because you will. It's hard to understand exactly. I thought they were saying stuff in Arabic at one point, and they weren't. I'm like,
Is it
he said it's
Gaelic? They speak Gaelic, right?
That's what they speak a lot.
Yeah.
And but it's hard. That accent is hard. Scottish is even harder. Scottish.
I mean, we need to get a sample then.
oh, you gotta
Let's
you
see.
and like get one where like it's like a just write interview in Scottish rather than like somebody doing their Scottish talk. You need to see like them just being on the news or something. But
Wait,
they're
no,
rap-
I wanted to hear the rap.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay,
sure.
I'm looking for rap. I know what
Kneecap is the band.
Okay. Wait. Irish or Scottish?
These guys are Irish.
Okay, so okay,
Kneecap.
Okay, Kneecap.
And the song we'll go with is I think it's spelled Caerta.
C-A.
Erta.
Okay, let's see. Yep, got it.
All right, perfect.
I mean, there might be minimum amount that we can play, or I might have to actually pull it off
Yeah,
of the
that's all right.
the YouTube version, guys. But here we go. I'm gonna bring it up.
I don't know about the video because I haven't seen the video.
Fuck me, ni jag kommer in a bastardi. Car du en a walla got a molla travesty. Chancer be go he should ma walla MD. Murder culture knock that's near fuck.
Pause.
What is what?
Yeah, right. It's tough.
It's
Go-
not English though, right?
I don't know. Go like right about the middle of this area right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Coke is Chucky Jerry, he has been with your father golden smoke.
That's English. Now we
No, I
We
don't.
don't
think,
know again.
I think it's English mixed with Gaelic.
With
It
Gaelic.
must be right.
Yeah. So they have
I don't understand a word. Living room.
when they perform
universal.
live, they have one guy with like a balaclava, like a mask on.
Yeah.
And he looks very dangerous.
Right.
It's a good vibe.
Okay.
It's a good vibe. And
Hey, man.
And Declan Welsh, which I feel like is a Scottish band, but they're very easy to understand.
Okay.
But they go hard.
Shouts
So-
out to Kneecap.
So they got on Jimmy Fallon about a month ago. Then they got invited to South by Southwest. I believe they were the first group to pull out of South by Southwest. And then I believe now it's 80 musical artists have pulled out because of South by Southwest being sponsored by Raytheon. And if you don't know Raytheon, what they make is death, and they shoot it at people.
They shoot death at people.
Like missiles
They're
and stuff.
really good at it though.
What a name, too. It sounds pretty evil.
Raytheon sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this, brother. Let me tell you this.
What?
As an engineer,
Yeah.
I absolutely love military weapons
Mm.
and guns and everything else. The ingeniousness of the stuff that they build, fantastic. Just the airplanes, even the targeting systems. I like everything about it right up until the point where they're killing humans.
I love you. You're like, you're so excited about it that even though you know the full context of where this conversation is going to go, you're like, you know what? Let me tell you something I love. You're like, okay.
It's just, you know what it is? It's human ingenuity. Anytime I see it, and like, I'm telling you, the Americans are so good at killing people. There's like the British, they're so good. It's amazing how much effort goes into making the best the world has ever seen. And really, yeah, it'd be great if they use some of that like technical know-how for other things to improve the world. But man, are they good at making guns?
I wanted to just give you as much space as possible to do that in the middle of talking about these bands. They're like, you know what? Let's talk about.
That being said, I don't support them at all, and I think they should be.
But he loves what they do. He just doesn't like the output, but he likes the way they do
the
it.
engineering. I freaking love the engineering, to be honest with you, bro.
So yeah,
go ahead.
Kneecap. There's a bunch of other
pulled
good
out.
bands. There's a black lady named Shalom.
Mm-hmm.
She's boycotting. I was like, why are you even Shalom? I was like, God bless you. She. Also, the most interesting part is most of these bands don't have 10,000 followers on Instagram. This is their.
This could have been a thing for them. Sometimes if they have like a good presentation, a good show, it could spark
Just
something.
saying you did South by Southwest or as a comedian, whatever.
Yeah,
JFL, Glastonbury, whatever. But good on these folks.
Yeah, shout out to
and,
them. For sure.
Let's see what South by Southwest does.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be sponsored by the American military because that's a stance you got to make. It's like, all right, American military. I know we're in Texas.
Yeah.
Where they make the military.
Could you be sponsored by the military, but not by Raytheon, the thing that kills people? Like I feel like you can.
I think that's the balance,
right? I feel like they should just let go of Raytheon.
That's such a mixed signal.
And then hold on to the U.S. military.
We don't want to we'll let go of the missiles, but not the people who push the
Pull the buttons, push
the buttons and the triggers.
Yeah, bro. At least it's. You know what? Here, listen, it's a win still. Like, I don't want to see Lockheed Martin. I don't want to see Raytheon. I don't want to see like Cochler and like Heck and Cochler or whatever the gun company is.
Yep.
Yeah.
80 bands though. I'm very impressed.
That's insane for 80 bands.
After Ramadan ends, I'll be posting a lot of. You know what's so funny? I stopped listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to Kneecap right now. I'm like, this isn't music. I don't even know what they're saying. But I also just was trying to support. I just like leave it on.
Trying to support.
Away.
Yeah,
but it's
for
good.
sure.
Some of it, I'm just like, why do I like this song? I have no idea what they're saying.
Right.
Because it's a vibe.
Yeah. Very much is a vibe. All right, well, good find, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, we'll start streaming some Kneecap as well.
Kneecap.
I mean,
Declan Welsh.
And another
group
named Declan
Yeah,
Welsh.
I think Declan Welsh is the name of 2 cities in Scotland that they put together or something like
sense.
that. But
Yeah.
they're OGs in this. Like some of these groups are like they've been doing this since they were like just underground.
Yeah.
And they're pretty awesome.
That's
I like
cool.
it. Yep.
Yeah, dude, there's so many things that are not the most popular, but they've made an entire livelihood. Like there's a lot of bands that we will never know that have made a comfortable life for themselves. And there's a group of people who enjoy them.
Yeah.
And then that was it. That was enough for them. Like they have a house, they have a car, the kids went to a nice school off of the back of their work. But they never became like super popular outside of maybe their region.
Yeah.
And
I think that's actually a very if you can do that, you still feel like the king of the town. You're like, we did it in this scene.
Yeah.
You know? We're Declan Welsh.
Yeah.
I also walk around the house going, Declan Welsh. I've been doing
Do they say that too? Is that their ad lib?
No, I just
Okay, you're making their ad libs for
talking
them?
Irish and Scottish in the house, and Farah hates it. But she gets it.
I see.
She's supportive.
Yeah.
I also
I mean, you gotta support it. It's amazing. All you need to say is that they're pro-Palestinian, and you're like, well,
let him in.
I guess so.
He's drunk, and we're like, how drunk? That's the cool thing is they're so different than Palestinians.
Yeah.
Like that Shalom lady, I'm pretty sure she's very gay.
Right.
Right? Like she's super alternative.
Yeah.
She has less than 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not doing it. I'm doing this other bar. You guys want to come out as just this, you can come buy some merch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's so different than Palestinians.
Yeah.
But like everybody has a reason to be on side with like justice and not wanting to see kids die.
That's the thing. It's a very low bar for you to say, hey, this requires some support.
Yeah. Dev Patel's doing South by Southwest. They just
What is
fly
he
you-
doing?
Nothing. Just hey.
Oh, he's just showing up?
Here's a conversation. You do a panel. South by Southwest actually doesn't pay you. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, it's for the exposure.
They fly you in, and I think sometimes you get a hotel. But it's comedians have complained about South by Southwest.
I see.
Because we're at least used to getting like $200. But Andrew Schultz was like, they told me I could come, and they won't pay me. And Andrew Schultz is just all about the money.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
Also, this at a point where he's like, why am I even doing this? I don't need exposure. There's some that Louis C.K. doesn't need exposure. Bill Burr doesn't need to show up and
so
be like,
funny. Louis C.K. definitely doesn't need exposure. He will take care of that on his own.
Yeah, that's true. He really would. I think he's learned his lesson. I hope. I don't think it's coming back.
I don't think it's
coming back. Yeah.
It's interesting that being underground, he's just as big as ever.
Yeah.
They don't, and probably just as financially viable as ever.
Yeah. Except, yeah, he just doesn't have the big show. The
Louis.
Louis. Yeah,
I was a different. Did you watch that show?
I watched a few episodes.
It was weird.
It was a little weird, but I think they all like a lot of comedians like doing when they make a TV show, they make like surrealist, weird shows. Even what's his name? Childish Gambino, Atlanta was weird.
Well, that guy's
right? Fantastic, but weird.
Yeah, but that guy's we don't we're bottling him in a spot to say he's a comedian.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm not saying. Yeah, actually, I'm not even saying that he's a comedian. I'm just saying that he
It's
could
odd.
he could do a 1 hour special. I think in like 3 months of prep.
I think some of these guys have such a big artistic range,
Yeah.
right? Like Louis, what he considers good might be, and obviously for their standards are different for what they're compared to a Ray Romano. And everybody loves Raymond is a show you would write. Like we have a comedian, this is his life.
Yeah.
He has 2 twins and a daughter and a wife.
And he lives across the street from his.
They're like done. But say no more. Say less. Does he have a nasally voice? Perfect.
Yeah.
But some of these guys Louis also edited he directed and edited. Some of the episodes are
He does
black
it
and white
himself,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Writes his own shit too. Yeah. It's really involved in the
Yep.
whole process.
He does a lot of things.
Yeah, he does do a lot of
He
things.
does a lot of things.
Yeah, I do like Louis.
Yeah. Fun times. How you been? How's Ramadan treating you?
Ramadan has been treating me not bad, brother.
Okay.
You know, honestly, for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been doing on and off intermittent fasting. So I would say maybe 50% of the year is some sort of intermittent fasting,
Nice.
which counts for about 16 hours.
Right.
So 16 hours is my general interval.
There you go.
So this is like as the days just come a little bit shorter and not in the heat. It really feels very similar to an intermittent fasting as opposed to anything more difficult.
Right.
But like Ramadan, when it's sunny outside and I don't have water, bro, that's tough.
Yeah.
No matter because like intermittent fasting, you can drink as much water as you want, and like if you can do that, I'm also someone who doesn't get grumpy when I get hungry. It has zero effect.
I like to think it's like because I'm grumpy all the time. You're like the Hulk with
Incredible
grumpiness.
Hulk, yeah.
You know what my secret.
That's my
is?
secret.
But the
grouch all the
Texas
time.
Ramadan used to be a man.
I can
That was a
imagine.
problem. I was so lucky I was young.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
right.
I would have been like, I'm on my period. I don't know. What can I say?
Identify. Yeah, no. So as long as it's cool temperatures like this,
Yeah.
it's not gonna hurt me too much, bro. But I did do a horrible mistake.
What did you
Wait,
do?
hold on. I'll tell you my mistake in a minute. How is yours going? Because I know that it kind of hits you a little heavy.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, no, alhamdulillah. I don't know if as I started eating a lot more meat.
Yes.
So I just do that, and it's much more satiating.
Ah,
So like I'll just eat 2 pounds of qima with roti
Yeah.
for breakfast with fruit.
and you're good.
Yeah, and then I'll have a big thing of magnesium and
Just gnawing on a piece of granite, like
no, it's a powder. It's a powder, but it's like sodium, magnesium, and zinc
Yeah.
in a very salty tasting drink. No flavor, like, other than salt. It feels like that's the
pretty
flavor.
much. Yeah, salt. Yeah.
And it's day 4,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, we might be. Let's not get too prideful.
yeah, if we're 10%
Before Ramadan
done.
slaps us in the
And
freaking
I'm
face.
home 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes my kid will start playing with me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I'm like, bro, can I throw a ball and you bring it back, and then can we play fetch?
I mean, the last couple hours still definitely slow you down a little bit. My mistake was this, brother. Almost every other Ramadan about a week before, 3 days before, I stopped drinking tea. Ever since the boycott, I can't buy coffee outside. Coffee was my
Let me turn this down. Go ahead.
no worries. Coffee was my little treat when I'm outside.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is obviously the boycott, so I'm not drinking coffee from nobody's place, and I started making my own coffee. And then when you start getting into something, you start getting a little bit nerdy about it.
Right.
So now I'm buying real nice coffee.
That's so funny.
Right. So Arabica with the percentage sign.
Yeah.
Logo.
Yep.
So it's a Japanese company. Great coffee.
Right.
So now I'm becoming a little bit of a snob.
Yeah.
It was bad enough that I didn't wean myself off of just regular tea that I normally drink. I didn't even wean myself off of coffee. I was just doing 2 cups a day. Bro, the headaches for the first 2 days of Ramadan was substantial.
That's so interesting. Because I've been having a headache, but I forgot that I have been having coffee every day, and then now I'm not.
Yeah.
And
Oh, my brain was not happy with it. Like, it was so bad that 2 hours before Ramadan, before iftar, I was telling my wife, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, and it was honestly, it wasn't just me trying to be like, hey, I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's a warning. We might like this might be happening, so you need to be on your toes.
Right.
And she's like, throw up what? You don't have anything in your stomach. I was like, I don't know. I feel real bad. So yeah, no, I did a horrible job at my caffeine.
I just realized I'm going to be starting a new job on the last 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to like let them know, like, hey guys, this isn't me, okay? This is raccoon me. You got to deal. And then you get like supercharged me.
Right.
Like after Eid, you're just like, it's a whole different animal.
It really is. It really is.
Here's something embarrassing. I didn't know that you couldn't fast when you have a period when you're a woman.
When did you not know this?
I didn't know this until I was like maybe 29,
Okay.
28.
A little late. Yeah.
And then somebody had to explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, my mom never told me about a period. And then they explained what a period was. Because not my wife, it was just a friend.
Okay.
And they looked at me not only like I was stupid, but I also didn't go to school.
Like you don't know humans?
I didn't know, bro. I mean, if your mom doesn't tell you and your sister doesn't tell you, how would you know?
So I can tell you how I knew.
You tell me.
Islamic school.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Islamic school. They
Yeah.
they tell you like around just fiqh because always the first chapter of every Islamic school is let's teach you how to do a good wudu and a good shower because you need that so that you can pray and stuff.
And they don't have that separate class for ladies and men?
It is separate, but
it's
they,
equal.
They tell us, but they tell you what women also have to do.
Oh my God.
well.
Was that like a very confusing and enlightening thing? Or was it like, you don't remember?
I remember. You know what? Honestly, it was confusing because of the context in which they explained it
Right.
back in the day. Because old school Muslim Islamic schools
Yeah.
are very.
Blunt?
It's not even just blunt. It's just it's not a good way of understanding what menstruation is. So they're like it's impure. So like it has the implication that the woman is impure during that time. And it's because you're using certain definitions from Arabic to English. And so they convey I'm like so my mom's impure. Like my mom's the
agree with
nicest
you.
person.
Yeah.
Like she's the greatest. She's the nicest person I know. She's the best person I know. So she's impure for 1 month, like for 1 week or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And then honestly,
You're like, my mom's the nicest. What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure you're talking about my dad.
that guy yells at me every other day.
That guy seems hella impure, especially if you haven't had chai.
So yeah, that was weird. And so I think like actually it was just like maybe in the last 10 years where not new age imams because that sounds like the religion's being changed, but like imams who have a better understanding of context explain
how
the
this
same
hits
thing.
you as a kid.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay.
get
And then
it.
that makes sense. And like just recently I watched a video and it's like, so if a lady has to break her fast because it comes during the day, she gets the reward of that day, the reward of breaking the fast as a result, and the reward next time when she has to replace it. So she's like 3 times off better than you in that case.
See, you can explain it that way too.
Right. And so the thing is that like, why was it that it was just like, it was so negative, dude,
That's
and
how
weird.
they learned it. And also, dude, I mean, real talk, not just us, but like everybody used to have a very, I mean, and I was reading about Hindus.
Yeah.
And like in India, they just put them in a shack. Like
Oh my God.
Dude, it's crazy to be
Yeah.
a woman.
And not because it's not just a delivery, it's the way how they've decided to
The
convey
messaging
it.
is.
Yeah, they decided to convey it when that wasn't the case. And it wasn't the case in the classical understanding. It's not the way how they treated the the first generations of Muslim women. They were like very much elevated, but then we have this imam is like, yeah, they're impure once a month for a week. Don't touch them.
Some crazy stuff, man. Some crazy stuff.
Anyway, so you learned in 29.
That's kind of embarrassing, but I was like, why not just.
I mean, you know
I've
what?
learned-
Honestly, yeah, it's not like you could have done anything different.
Yeah.
It's not like you'd be like,
It was here's what actually happened. One of my friends said, I'm not fasting today. And I said, why?
yeah,
And I was like, she's like, it's
And-
that
yeah,
time
yeah,
of the
yeah,
month.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, what time of the month? Ramadan? Like that time of the year. She's like, no, that time of the month. And then I was like, I kind of, you know how I was.
yeah.
I wasn't like, I was immature.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, what do you mean? You know, you stupid? And she's like, this is what happens to women. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Like, and she's
so
like,
sure
and
of
then she
yourself.
goes, why don't you talk to your mom? And I go home like, Mom, does this happen? I'm 29. Asking, it sounds like I run into the kitchen as an 8-year-old. Mom.
Oh no.
And then
brother.
Mom, and then I have to go back and see my friend. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm a dumbass. He's like, yeah, you're an absolute idiot. How old are you? I'm like, I'm 29. She's like, and you're a grown up? You shave and shit? I'm like, dude, I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? Yeah. We don't even have stuff that I could be like, well, did you know about this?
Right.
Armpit hair? She's like, yeah, I know how this shit works.
Have you heard of blue balls?
Blue balls? Oh, poor baby.
Something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what? Everyone gets their education at the time that it was needed,
Yeah.
and you needed it then.
Yeah. Men are still bad. My dad tried to explain the birds and the bees to me 2 days before my shadi, right?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oh my God, dude.
He's like, hey, you know what to do, right? Like, what do you mean? Like, you know where to put your... I'm like, hey, okay. And I said, yeah, Omer got married 1 year before me.
Right, yeah.
Omer told me. He told me everything. He's like, good. And he just left. And I was like, perfect. I don't want to... I don't have my dad explain this. He's going to take all the fun out of this.
Bro, I had to have that conversation.
With your father?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I remember exactly where it was, too.
Arsenal, sit down.
No, okay.
In the garage?
So this was back in the day when my
Put them
dad used to
car
watch Bollywood movies.
Right.
And so you had to get VHS. And it's not like you can go to Roger Video 99 or Blockbuster wasn't even the thing. I don't even think back then. So there was a place in Kothra in some industrial unit. And it's just this dude who has Indian movies that he brings from India, and he's just copying them on tapes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you can rent it from him, right? So I think we rented some, and we got back in the car, and we're about to go. And then my dad was like, I guess this is as good of an opportunity.
Oh, I thought it was like you saw a movie
No,
about this.
no.
An Indian movie explaining.
I mean, maybe it had something to do with it, but I don't know. Maybe we're gonna go home and watch a movie. I don't know.
Subhanallah.
But then, my dad gave me the the rundown. I don't remember how it was said. I just remember that I was in a car with my dad on Kothra, just like taking in information that is very weird.
That
And
you don't want to take in from your dad,
no,
of
you
all
don't.
people.
You don't. And then when I much rather have it from the Islamic school, even though their delivery was not great back in the 90s. But it relieves some stress, I think, on the parents too, if the Islamic school can do it correctly.
Yeah.
If you can trust that the Islamic school will do it correctly, I think both kid and parent would I don't know, because this new generation now is probably much more open with their kids and stuff. I don't know. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? How are you going to break it down?
I don't, man. I never thought about it. He's not even 3.
Yeah.
So I'm going to think about it. I need a full 18 years to think about this. I'll tell you, when you start bleeding, I don't know, bro. I'm going to wait a while. I'm going to think about this real good.
Yeah, fair enough.
And definitely not through school, because I had sex ed in school. Did you have sex ed in school?
Yeah, I did, but it got to me after Islamic school got to me.
Oh, I
so
got
Islamic school kind of laid the Muslim foundation. And so I knew when I was going to school, like everything I learned is going to be through the filter of the kafirun. So like even when I was hearing this stuff, I never registered as like ultimate truth.
What were you taught in school? I mean, what do you, like, I can't even imagine what I was told would be like, this is not the ultimate truth.
Maybe I'm
Like how? I mean, I'm sure they didn't.
No,
there's
it's not
lies told to you.
Right. So
Like they tell you, like, I don't.
So for example, right?
I don't have a cucumber.
For example, abstinence until getting married, waiting until you get married is the absolute. There is no wavering from that point. So when they were explaining contraception, condoms, and everything else, like none of those things registered to me because it was like that is the option of a person that's not a Muslim.
Right.
For the Muslim, I already know what I need to do.
Yep.
And I gotta wait. So so all of these things have no consequence.
No, I agree. Because like they would teach you a lot about condoms and birth control.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh yeah, no. But it was like, do white guys have cucumbers? Because it's a cucumber and a condom. They showed us an abortion.
Or a banana we had. Yeah.
We saw a childbirth.
Oh, you went to Texas, so
they scared the shit.
So they showed
out
you
of
an actual abortion.
I saw an abortion with in Africa with a pole, and they blurred it out, but like you can understand what.
Yeah,
it was jarring.
Yeah.
It was.
Dude, they really wanted you to be like, hey, don't do this.
And our teacher was like, I didn't have sex until I got married. I ride a motorcycle. Like that was her selling point. Like I'm cool.
Okay. I got what you're saying.
Like, what's this motorcycle? I
Yeah, fair
understand
enough.
what she's trying to do, but yeah, it was. There's a lot more controversy than it was use. It's like not really useful, you know, for us in high school and middle school. Like start teaching.
I
us
think
in middle
now
school.
it definitely time has changed. Before then, everyone there was a level of not conservativeness, but like it was like a level of shyness back in the day. There was still some like
Also denial where they're like, kids would never.
I mean,
then-
there's also that too.
But,
But
like,
it depends. I mean, I feel like in general, they weren't like people weren't being hoes as much as young as
yeah,
before.
1 out of 3,000, but that's like I had a girl in my middle school that was pregnant. I had multiple girls in my high school that were pregnant. Like walking around hallways pregnant with everybody creating like a
Parting the ocean.
yeah. They're like it was tough if you were pregnant in high school.
Yeah, I don't think there was any during when I was. I don't think there was any during when I was in high school, but I do know that there was a play school, like part of the school, and so there was kids there definitely. But I don't know if it was for any students that had already given
No,
birth.
I think those are teachers' kids, bro.
Ah, okay. All right,
Yeah,
makes more
I don't
sense.
think those are middle schoolers' kids
Makes
that
more
are.
sense.
2
I've
to
seen it.
3.
And I was like, the way how they made it.
Yeah.
There's no access to it.
Yeah.
From the rest of the school. Like I feel like there's secret doors that you can when you're outside you can see where it is.
Yeah.
But from the inside it doesn't it's like the room of requirement. You don't know where it exists.
Let's see where it is by the time our kids get to that age.
Yeah.
They're just like, hopefully, it's just a chip you can put in their head.
Just
Like
learn
you
this
know
way.
now, right? You
Yeah.
didn't know, and now you know. Good. That's how it should be. You shouldn't even have a hint about this until.
Right. Right. Fair enough. That would be easier too.
Yeah, man.
The micro like the Matrix.
So we got through this
know kung
from South by Southwest, Ramadan, bleeding, abortions. Fair. All right, perfect. I was like, is there a loose end somewhere? But no, like it's pretty.
I think we tied it up pretty well.
Tied it up
All right,
pretty
hold
well.
on. What are we looking at? Hey, it's still 12:22. We got
Yeah,
a little
yeah, we
bit of
just
time
got here.
before we got to head out for prayer, but we got some clips. So I'm going to pull this out. All right, so the first one, man, I'm starting to get real
Bullish.
liberal
Whoa.
with what I've got over here. So I'm going to try to figure out.
What's this?
All right, let's have a look and see. I don't even remember why I saved this.
Oh yeah, I saw this guy.
Oh, you see
The
it?
build-up.
Focus. How's he going to hit this?
You know the problem is he made it look so easy.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
like,
maybe
how is
he's
he
a
gonna
pro.
kid this with his wheel, or what's he gonna do?
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I thought. Or I thought that at least the run up would be faster,
Yeah,
but just
he might be amazing in the wheelchair slapping competition. You right? Like that transfers.
I'm sure it does, but good lord, dude.
What do you got?
Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, watch this.
Wow. Man,
All right.
that's
For
how
those
we
who-
know we're going to the hell. Like this is the flood is coming kind of activity.
For those who are just listening, it's a monster truck that it's not enough for that a monster truck would run over cars and whatnot. This one is flying off of a ramp, doing a backflip, and then grinding on a pole as if it was a roller skate down a pole.
Where is this?
Let's see. Roof grind. We got monster truck rails before GTA 5. I don't know where this is.
It's
It's definitely
crazy.
America.
It's
The
definitely
driver
America.
was Michael. He died on the day due to engine fire during doing a flip.
All right, I take what I said back then. I'm like, he got his. Jeez.
Yeah, that is insane, dude. I've seen
Horrible.
some of this stuff happen with like monster truck RC cars.
Yeah.
For some guy to do this in a real thing is insane. It looks like it's running in slow motion.
Yeah.
Also, the control.
Just the cost of that pole. I mean, just like
It's
let
got to
alone-
support an entire. Like those wheels are so heavy.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is good trolling, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Go on, mate. A bit more power. A bit higher. A bit higher. With lucky. A bit higher with luckies.
Mate, do me a favour.
A bit more higher. A bit more higher.
Go. So vertical. Oh, so who's going away with that guy telling you to go away?
A bit more high where the lock is. Oh, the door's not opening.
It's so British. The
Yes,
troll.
officer. Go on. A bit more power. A bit more, yes. Try hit the bottom lower of the window to open the handles. Triple glazed.
No,
Yep.
this guy's. I
More
can tell you
power,
one
more
thing about
power,
this
more
guy.
power.
He's
That's it.
white.
Yeah.
Nobody of
Another
color.
door, yes. Bottom one, open the bottom and get the hatches. Go on.
Bro.
What is she chipping?
The glass.
I know, but it's taking so long.
Perfect. Perfect.
Dude. Super British.
Go on, mate. A bit more power. A bit higher.
This is so funny.
Also, the guy who was inside.
Yeah. Maybe he's
He's
I don't
not
know
there
if somebody
anymore.
is- Yeah, I don't think so. He's maybe hiding.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
dude, he had enough time for him. He could time like how
Yeah.
many times, like on impact, he could open the back door, close the back door, run away.
100%.
Damn, dude. I don't know why they didn't just give it to the big dude to take a good swim.
Maybe it's not his job. Maybe he did the last two.
Oh man.
Maybe
And
she
they're like,
needs
hey,
to
look,
learn."
she needs to learn.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's your turn. Also, that other skinny guy, he needs to lift. He's smaller than she is. The guy who was like, please go away.
All right, the super intelligence of an elephant. He's trying to crush this thing. Look at the dexterity. Look what he's gonna do now.
Oh my god, he's gonna puncture it. Also, we're going to hell. These things should not be in zoos, dude.
I don't know if this is a zoo or if this is a sanctuary.
We made it so these guys need sanctuaries.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they have pyramids with these guys on the walls. Like, they used to do something.
Yeah. What's crazy is that he knows how to, like, he's holding it with his trunk to puncture it with his thing,
Well,
and it just
that's
won't
his
work.
hand.
Yeah.
You know?
He's so good at it.
Yeah.
But also a very strong pumpkin, by the way.
Dude, this is a...
Watch. He's got.
It's not a ripe pumpkin.
Yeah.
This makes me more... I personally feel like dolphins, elephants,
Yeah.
they're
shouldn't-
smarter than some of the people we know.
Yes.
You really stumped him, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth just killed that woman. Go, Elizabeth. I want her to just...
All right, watch. I wouldn't show you this video if. All right, so check this out. He's like, all right, wait. He gives it like solid impacts for him to break it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah, man.
knowledge and intelligence here.
They
Because-
live for 80 years.
Yeah. So like knowing that he's like, okay, I'm not getting enough leverage from just standing on it. I need to increase the amount of force I can put on it.
Right.
And the way to do that is to smash it, like put it up against something, so I can push my whole body weight forward as opposed to on it.
Yeah.
There's so much in there, and it was amazing, and I almost kind of teared up when I watched it the first time.
This animal's been given lots of watermelons and pumpkins throughout its life.
Yeah.
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 No, it's sad.
Yeah, it is. But also kind of cool to see that this is the level.
And it just made me sad. I have no other feelings about this, but, it's Ramadan, and
Yeah, all right, fair enough, fair enough.
I want to go visit that elephant.
Yo, my nigga, man, what's up, man? Who's doodling, man? Yo, man, your doodles are mad heavy, baby. What the fuck, man? Yo, man, hit the side of the bowl and let the doodle hit the side and let it roll into the water, man.
Yo, what does that even mean?
Don't do a direct splash, man.
Doodles are mad loud.
I swear to God, B.
Alright, I'm gonna keep my doodles down.
Put the doodle on the side and let it roll into the bowl, dog.
Bash, let the doodle hit the side of the bowl and let it roll in.
You got some big doodles, nigga.
Doodles too loud, Batch.
Me and my kid, man, we trying to sleep, man.
I'm gonna turn my doodle down.
Loud doodle ass nigga.
The clapping, everything. 10 out of 10.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Godfrey, dude.
That's a great clip.
Godfrey is fantastic.
Godfrey.
Go if the ones listening and you don't know who Godfrey is.
Follow the man.
Yeah.
Follow the man.
He is
Go see him.
underappreciated. He is a fantastic stand-up comedian.
Go see him at the cellar.
Fantastic comedian.
Canadian
what do I
wolves
have
are
over
being
here?
airdropped into Michigan. So Canadians have our wolves are like it's called
The
like,
best.
Yeah, it's a northwestern eastern timber wolf.
Yeah.
And they're just big.
Yeah.
They're just bigger than all the other wolves.
Yeah.
pretty
they're,
cool.
They're the apex of the wolf.
What do we got here?
No, this is it. This is the Canadian wolves are being airdropped into Michigan to kill moose, right? To control the population over there. I don't know. I just like this caption. Imagine being a moose thinking that you're safe, looking up and seeing a wolf parachuting
No
down
one's parachuting a wolf down.
towards
bro.
you, and your
It's
moose.
not being airdropped. That's just a lie. I don't think
It
IFL
still would
science
be
is
really
actually-
fun if you had like each one of them had a little harness and then just parachuting. Be the greatest thing ever, dude.
Wolf force,
Bro, I've seen dogs do tremendously like smart things.
I don't think wolves are as trainable.
No,
I think
they're Yeah, they don't take orders from
no,
nobody.
they don't take orders from nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, another car one.
Yeah, this is a car one.
Boom, pants off, hands off. I thought a friend ran up to pull his pants up. Look at this again. Boom. That's a friend. Dude, every time somebody gets hit by a car, their pants come off. That's a good clip.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay,
3 flips.
So
Do it again. Do it one more time. Wow.
Hey man, his pants doesn't go down after he's doing the flips.
No.
It's on impact of the car, he's lost his pants.
You get hit so hard, you lose your pants sometimes, bro. How hard you get hit? Pants off.
Pants
Wow.
off. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Dane Cook was right.
Yeah. Sometimes you lose pants. Sometimes you lose a shoe.
I've kicked my
fit of
shoes
joy.
in a fit of joy.
Yeah, I'm sure he has no shoes. If you lost your pants, you probably lost
You got
a shoe.
it. Yeah.
But some
I
people
feel
keep their
like there's
pants
gonna
low.
be if this keeps going, there's gonna be actual because we always see them getting up, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be actual people who are going
Getting
to
up naked.
trying
Just no clothes.
trying to get hit.
Oh, really?
I feel like it's gonna be a thing.
No. Well, I mean, it could be, but like, you
Bro,
know,
human.
it's we run against bulls. Somebody might be
Which is
like-
the next
Yeah.
which is the next
That's
clip that's
true.
coming up, brother.
Oh, nice. I love it.
All right, here we go. We'll leave Muhammad Ali for a next day,
Sure.
but watch this thing.
Oh no.
Wait. Oh, right in the
Oh.
ribs. Right in the ribs.
Is he stuck in him?
Hold on, let me put the volume low.
No. Somebody save him.
Watch,
oh
watch,
my
watch. He's
god.
trying to get up. Right? And then he gets away. He's just bow.
Oh.
Midair, dude. Hit twice.
Dude, those
3
points-
times.
Oh no.
He can't even land.
Oh, he can't even land. This is one of
He's
those.
getting juggled.
It's one of those combos.
Right? Almost gets stomped on his hand. Dude, that first impact almost gored him.
See, I'm happy for the bull.
Yeah, me too. You should be yeah, I'm always on the bull side when I watch these videos.
It's so weird because
look at this. Impact 1 flips
Wow,
up.
yeah.
And then he's like,
Boom,
no,
boom, boom.
2. I'm trying to hit you twice.
and he almost got him here.
right?
Or
And then-
might have got
and
him
then-
right there.
I think he
Ooh.
gets him right
Oh,
there.
dude, how are his pants on?
Yeah, if we learned anything, a pants should have been lost somewhere upon impact 1 and 2.
He has a tight zarba and he's got a belt on under there. How are you
Dude.
keeping your pants on, bro?
Bro, his shirt didn't even come untucked.
No, but he lost some shirts though. I feel like it got ripped up. Hey man, sometimes you fight the bull, you get the horns. I think this should happen.
You know what? At least I respect them in not blunting the horns. Those horns look pretty damn sharp.
Oh, those look sharp.
So I give credit to these bullfighters to at least keeping the horn sharp.
Right. It's
You
not
know.
a practice bull.
Yeah.
This is the real bull.
This is the real one.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know.
You know
I
what?
mean, it looks like he was sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it looks like he's going to get away. But
Yeah, there's a lot of people there.
yeah.
You want to put on that YouTube that I
Oh,
sent
yes,
you?
yes. Hold on a second. I'm just going to pull this way.
Sure. So while Yassine's queuing that up, as you might know if you've been listening to the podcast, my son has gotten really into dinosaurs. And I have gotten more into dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And
Natural.
so you just get new stuff on my YouTube Shorts feed. And I learned that dinosaurs obviously went extinct around like 60 million years ago. Around 9 to 12 million years ago, there was an animal that was on this planet that died off just because of climate change, no meteor impact. And it was an alligator
This is the softest alligator.
that ran, like galloped,
Oh,
a
boy.
galloping big ass alligator. And they've now found skulls of these things. So now there's YouTube Shorts about how they possibly lived and looked and ran. And it's fantastic. It is fantastic.
All right, that's cool. It is interesting, however. Sorry, hold on a second. It is definitely here. Yeah. So I'll just back out and then reset it.
Do you have a WhatsApp web?
It didn't. I don't want to have to do the connection again.
problem.
So I got it. I got it.
There you go.
Close this. Put the volume. Give me a little bit of volume here.
This is the largest land-based predator since the age of the dinosaurs. Meet Barinasuchus, a cousin of modern-day crocodilians. These powerful crocodilians could reach up to 20 to 25 feet or 6 to 7.5 meters in length, making them the largest purely terrestrial carnivore since the Cretaceous. That's right, I said purely terrestrial. Barinasuchus is part of a group of meso-eucrocodilians known as cebicids. This group of crocodilomorphs had extremely long legs, allowing them to run or gallop similar to modern-day Cuban crocodiles. However, modern Cuban crocodiles can only run or gallop for a short period of time, whereas these animals were built for it. And if all that wasn't enough, they have jaws capable of snapping shut just like modern-day crocodilians. In fact, their snout is compressed in such a way to resist the forces of extremely powerful bites. Look man, crocodiles are intimidating enough as it is. I don't need to meet one that can also run you down.
Dude, this looks so cool. I love the indent in the skull underneath the eye.
Dude, it's a purely land-based crocodile
That
built
could
for
run.
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could run. And it was also like an apex predator of that time.
Mm-hmm.
The more I learn about the different eras and times and periods and whatnot,
Yeah.
we are not supposed. This is purely an act of God.
Yeah.
That human beings are.
Yeah, because everything is badder,
The
bigger,
predators there were
stronger.
1 million years ago to 6 million years ago to like longer. We had no chance.
Yeah.
We got to deal with all of this stuff died, and then we were dealing with mammal predators,
Mm-hmm.
which are like either a big bear or a big cat.
Yeah.
But they were giant and giant pythons.
Yeah.
Like, we're very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially just the size differential. At least with a mountain lion, if you got 3 people walking in the forest hunting, right? A mountain lion will think twice before attacking a group of something.
I know you're taking it right to a point where we have guns.
No. I'm not even saying guns. I'm just saying like if you have 3 humans that are rather big, they don't.
Yeah.
There's a calculation that most apex predators do whether or not
Yeah.
it's worthwhile to try to go for a group.
Right.
So if humans can have a bigger group, a cat will make the
Probably.
calculation. This, on the other hand, I don't know how many. Do you need 50 for it to count?
So throughout most of Earth's history, it has been like either reptiles or like some sort of avian predators. And now we have this mammal thing.
Now's
It's
the
fairly
time
recent.
for
This is a
the
very
mammals.
recent introduction throughout the course of this planet is mammals being at the top of
Right.
anything.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
That is interesting.
And they're soft. The predators are soft in mammals.
Yeah.
Reptilian.
I mean, and the thing is that
predators
still, even with the mammals, we're grossly outpowered.
Yeah, but I don't think we only know like so many of these. I'm sure there's been other animals, but it's just like the mammals are just it's not the best predator. It's not compared to other things that can get to a certain size. It's interesting.
Yeah,
It's
is it true that back then they had more oxygen in the atmosphere? This is the reason why some of these
at
things are
times,
so big.
and then they also had times with less oxygen.
And then they
Well,
they
no,
shrink?
this has nothing to do with oxygen. That's only ants and insects because they used to breathe through their skin. We can definitely Google that. Trust me.
I think it was like that's why you had like giant centipedes back then.
Yep, that's an insect.
Right.
Yeah. Only insects have a connection to oxygen per se. Obviously, vegetation and more food makes things this big. But
Well, what makes the dinosaur? What's the mechanism that makes a dinosaur big then?
the Earth went from a more of a deserty type to an extremely like tropical time, and herbivores got a lot bigger and could eat a lot more. So if you look at like a Alamosaurus or Gigantosaurus, Brontosaurus,
Yeah.
as those things got more and more, and then also those things were dumb. So when predators stayed small. That's so interesting. Is that a Brontosaurus is as big as like a 13-story building,
Yeah.
but the biggest predator is like 16 feet.
Yeah.
You know. So there's a lot of things to eat for those predators, but a lot more to eat for those herbivores.
So when one sizes up, the other one kind of sizes up slightly.
Yep. We don't have any of that anymore. But like, and we may never have that until we're gone. You know? So
Yeah. Well, we do have something similar in the sense of cold weather mammals are much larger than the genetic like cousins of
by
of
much
whatever.
larger, like barely
Yeah.
in a certain way. Because you're right. It's like what 100 pounds bigger, right? Like
Or whatever, like the moose of there, like in
Right.
top north versus like moose in
yeah,
like
a gray wolf, like the Canadian one, they get to be about 190 pounds.
yeah,
As a male, that seems pretty big.
yeah.
But like once you understand this, you're like, that's a joke, right? Going from like 100 pounds to two, I know
Yeah.
even if you double it, you're like,
Yeah.
that's
Still not as much as how many thousands this thing is.
we wouldn't be able to evolve. Like we would just have to live
No, we just-
underground.
I don't think we make it.
Yeah, we don't
I
make it.
I don't think we make it, bro.
No.
You don't make it with everything, with all these things
And
walking
then
around.
these things eventually become sentient, and they start, praying and fasting, and then
So
they're
you're,
done with
saying,
that.
so you're saying the dinosaurs were Muslim?
I'm saying, I think on a long enough timeline, once you become like, if you are able to become sentient and self-aware,
Mm-hmm.
I think you find God. I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to know. That's my whole.
Yeah.
I would love to know what happens.
Yeah, maybe God sends a messenger. You don't know.
Yeah,
You
of
gotta
course.
be sent. It gotta be
Yeah.
sent. You don't know.
100%.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That's
if
what
there was
happened
a
to us.
dinosaur prophet.
Huh?
That'd be funny if there was a dinosaur prophet.
Well, the angels sent to us weren't human, right? Angels aren't human. So
No,
it's-
yeah, they
you don't
can't-
get shepherded in by one of your own.
They came. They came in the form of human.
Did they?
Mm.
Oh, is that right?
Mm.
Okay, but even the Quranic descriptions are very like
They have their description on how they look when they're not entering our realm,
right.
but they present themselves as human. Over here.
Oh, okay. You know what? I did read that actually.
Yeah.
Man, in my head, I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, they would send a dinosaur messenger.
Yeah, I think so.
This gets loose very quickly when you get a dinosaur messenger. Is it a pterodactyl? Is it an herbivore or a carnivore? What kind of? What do you send?
A fun thought.
What do you send to this guy to get him to see the light? Hey, I know you've been eating everything.
We need you. We need you to stop eating boar.
Yeah.
You're like, no, but boar is the greatest.
Yeah.
Was there even boar back then, or were they just
I think
eating?
so. Can you Google prehistoric boar and we can close out on prehistoric boar?
We can stop. We can end this Ramadan episode on prehistoric boar.
Because I'm sure that seems like something that would have been huge at one point.
Boar, unless they were. No, I think 38 to 19 million years ago.
Okay. You got a picture?
Yep, coming up.
Nice. That sounds about a good time. No, you went to Wikipedia. You made a mistake. You want to go back and just
Hold
click on
just-
images?
Yes, because sometimes I just wanted to see.
It's not pretty. It's not fun enough, bro. That just seems like a... There we go. Yes, we've seen this guy.
Oh my god,
It's not very boorish compared to what we see nowadays.
it kind of looks like the running alligator with hooves and fur.
Hmm.
Look at that face.
They could have also just made some mistakes.
They could have.
They thought freaking dinosaurs were people. For 200 years, they just thought it was a giant man's
Yeah.
bones.
Imagine the
Yes.
shock, right?
This is what I'm talking about. I don't even care if it's real. Look at that. That looks like a meat eater, actually.
Yeah, it does. Well, they can eat meat, right?
Dang.
Yikes, dude! Run away.
Run away.
It's called the
Try it.
hell pig.
Look at those legs.
Boar-like mammal,
You're not. You got to climb your tree.
bro.
Better.
Yeah, but
better-
can you sleep?
Look, this
in
guy's
tree?
in a. Look at this. He's like, oh no, I'm on a tree.
I don't know if that's saving him, bro. That was a rough time for those humans.
Yeah.
Or
Now what?
whatever,
You just wait it
prehistoric
out.
Man,
Yeah. Hopefully he gets bored.
I guess. Tries
No
to go
pun
somewhere else.
intended.
Hey,
Hey, Ramadan Mubarak. everybody.
Ramadan Mubarak. This has been episode 435 of Crash and Flow. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.